values, and prosperity. It's Rabine time, paid for by Rabine for Governor.
Your information station, WTIM.
I'm Avery Cooper here in the WTIM Morning Show. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm here in studio with the owner of the Tidy Turdnadoes, Poopers, Scoopers, Brandon Wilson. Great to have you here, Brandon.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Brandon Wilson, obviously. I've got a bachelor's degree in graphic design with an emphasis in business and marketing from Robert Morris University. And my wife, Megan, and I are the owners of the Tidy Turdnadoes Pooper Scooper service here in Taylorville. We've got 2 dogs and 2 kids, and I have my son Matt with me here. He's 3.5. He's the boss. And then my daughter Krista over here. She's 11.
He's the boss, huh?
Yeah, he's the boss.
He what he says goes.
Yeah, he's the boss.
I'm gonna get 5 soon.
He's gonna be 5
He's
soon.
gonna be 5 even well sooner than you'd like to
skip a
admit, I'm
year.
sure.
Yeah.
So what made you want to start a poop business?
Well, let me start by saying I never thought in a million years I'd be talking about dog poop on the radio. That's kind of funny.
Me either.
It's what every little kid grows up wanting to do, at least every little boy anyways.
For sure.
They say to pick something that no one else wants to do and make that your business, and nobody likes picking up dog poop. It's gross and it stinks.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to do it. I mean, you don't like it in your yard. You definitely don't want it in your yard when you have your kids out in the yard playing or when you have a family gathering and cookout, stuff like that. But the main reason we started this business was because we wanted to set our own hours and have in the family and that. And because just 1 week after I quit my full-time day job, I was able to take my son on a school field trip to the zoo, and that was pretty awesome.
I bet that felt really good just to be able to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such short notice. I don't think I could have gotten time off from any other job to be able to go and do something like that. So,
Right. Well, I mean, nobody wants to do this, but here you are doing it. By the way, let's just for a second admire your hat, because I really like the logo. It looks like one of the tornadoes for Tommy Tornado, but brown and with a smiling face on it. I mean, can you tell me a little bit about I know you're a graphic designer. Tell me a little bit about the background of that
well,
logo.
I liked the Tommy Tornado logo, and I kind of mixed that with a upside down poop emoji to make it look like a turd tornado, you know. It was kind of fun.
That is actually what it looks like now that I see it's just upside down with the smiley face on it, kind of like the poop emoji, like you mentioned. That's good. So I would figure that it's not really a dangerous business, but I'm sure that handling excrement can't be super safe either.
Well, yeah, we've actually learned a lot of different things about dog poop that we wouldn't have thought of if we wouldn't have started the business. But
Right.
it's very extremely toxic. The EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, actually classifies dog poop in the same category as oil spills, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And just in terms of like toxicity for the waterways and stuff like that, or
yeah, that too. It can get into the ground, the soil, and end up in the groundwater. And wastewater treatment facilities actually don't have the capability to filter out the bacteria that are in dog poop. So it's why it's a good reason to keep it picked up, because just 1 gram of it contains 23 million coliform bacteria, and some of them are harmful to both pets and people.
Wow, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, and of course it also can contain parasites and viruses, and Parvo is one of the really dangerous ones out there that it can have, and it's very deadly to dogs.
Parvo, as far as I understand, is transferred by other dog feces too, or other animal feces.
Yeah, and actually it can be transferred from yard to yard on your shoes and that, and we use a special sanitizer on all of our equipment that the vet clinics use. We use it on our pooper scooper rakes, the scoopers that we scoop it into, and the bottom of our shoes, so we help eliminate cross-contamination between yards and that.
So talk a little bit about your business model here. Now, do you just kind of go around Taylorville and picking up dog poop where you see it, or do people come and hire you to go clean up their yards? How does it work?
Yeah, they call to hire us. We do one-time pickups, and we also offer weekly scoops. We do once a week or twice a week. And our weekly scoops, we offer that in Taylorville, Pana, Stonington, and Assumption. And we do eventually plan to expand to some of the other neighboring communities like Edinburgh, Kincaid, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, sounds like it. I mean, how's the demand been so far? It's obviously it's a job nobody wants to do.
It kind of exploded just after the first 3 months. Like, it grew really big, and I was like, oh my God, I might be able to actually quit my job. And just about after 9 months, I was able to quit my full-time job and do this full time. So it's been great. We've had a lot more time to do stuff. So
A lot more time to hang out with the kiddos too.
oh, yeah.
As well, yeah, he looks like he's having a good time having you here too. As he plays with something that looks a little bit like the
That's actually, it's a thinking putty. It's called Sasquatch poop.
Well, there you go. So I mean, why I mean, I think we've kind of covered this a little bit about why you shouldn't just leave dog poop in your yard.
Mhm.
Obviously, disease. What other reason should people think about just making sure there isn't dog poop lying around?
Right. Well, yeah. Well, there's a couple of reasons. You don't want to leave it in your yard because, one, I know in Taylorville you can be fined $75 for not picking up after your dog, and you can even get in trouble if you let it accumulate in your own yard to where it's considered a health hazard, or if it's considered like a nuisance to those living in the vicinity. And
Right. I didn't actually know about that. Even in your own yard, you can get in trouble.
yeah,
Okay.
if it accumulates to a dangerous level, or if like the surrounding neighbors don't like it, they can turn you in.
And
Yeah.
at that point, too, I would imagine it's got to be pretty overwhelming as a dog owner and just a regular person. And that's where you come in.
Right.
And you're able to help them clean all that up so it's no longer a nuisance.
Yeah, because nobody wants to take the time to do that, and
No.
it takes away from family. It's gross. And
especially if it's that piled up.
oh yeah, some of our first time pickups, they let it go, all winter long or all year, and it takes two of us sometimes up to 2 hours to do, and there's over 100 pounds of it. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, some dogs are pretty big, and
oh yeah,
they can leave lots behind.
yeah. There's some that are so big you think it's a horse that did it.
I would think though that I think you think of feces and you kind of think about things that grow, and you think, okay, that probably helps it grow. I mean, is that still the case, or
It isn't with dog feces.
Okay.
I used to think that it'd make a great fertilizer since it's poop, like cow manure
Right,
and that.
right.
But we learned since the dog food, it's very high in protein, so their poop is very acidic, and it will actually kill the grass. We actually have some photos posted on our Facebook from some of the yards we do, just where it sat for only a week, and the grass beneath it's already turning brown and dying off. And
what you doing there, buddy?
playing with Mickey Mouse and your
Going
Sasquatch poop.
woo. Sometimes you just got to roll with it. I think that's a good place to take a quick break and then come back, and we're going to hear from the boss of Tidy Turdnadoes, Pooper Scoopers, here on the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. More from the owner of Tidy Turdnadoes, Pooper Scoopers, Brandon Wilson, and the boss, Matthew, right? Yeah, Matthew Wilson. He's only 4 years old, but don't tell him that. You're on the WTIM Morning Show.
WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn higher, beans mostly lower, and wheat double-digit higher. July corn 736.5 up 9.5. September corn up 9, 710 1/4. December new crop 699 1/4 up 9 1/4. July beans 1694 1/4 down 3.5. August beans down 3, 1630 3/4. November new crop 1526.5 down 1/2 penny. July wheat 1093.5 up 53.5. September wheat up 53. 1104 3/4. July bean meal up 60 cents, 408.50. July bean oil 81.19 down 66 cents. The livestock market, June live cattle 133.95 up 35 cents. August feeders down 57 cents, 173.30. June lean hogs 108.35 down 185. Energy market, August Brent crude oil 119.58 down 14 cents. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Just how low will a politician go to get elected? Ask Darren Bailey. Bailey's letting J.B. Pritzker finance his campaign. Over $5 million from the Democrats meddling in our primary, trying to buy the Republican nomination for Bailey. Pritzker finally admitted it.
There's a new ad from the Democratic Governors Association to help Bailey in the primary. You're behind this ad.
Yeah, I support that ad. It elevates attention to all of the good. I'm simply trying to tell everybody who Darren Bailey is.
And Bailey's downright giddy about it.
You're glad to see those ads from the Democratic Governors Association?
Oh, yeah, I do. And that's beautiful.
So craven, Darren Bailey sold out at the drop of a dime for Democrat money. Easy to buy, easy to beat. Pritzker knows Bailey's too weak to win in November. And he shouldn't, because he's just like Pritzker. Darren Bailey raised our property taxes 13 times, 81% higher. Pritzker's favorite tax-raising Republican. We can never trust him again. Paid for by Urban for Illinois.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Over the years, it has meant the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, Simba headed to the Hall, the Wizard, Big Mac, Yachty, and Waino. All of those names, and they provided so many memories. St. Louis Cardinals baseball, most importantly, has meant championship baseball. The tradition continues in 2022. We'll be describing every play right here on the radio. St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Cardinal Baseball, heard on WTIM, your information station. The Big 870 across central Illinois. 96.1 FM in Christian County. 107.5 FM in Shelby County. And 107.9 in the Pena-Nokomis area. It's brought to you by Taylorville Vision Source, LG Seeds, Danny Hines, Sites Funeral Home, and CNB Bank and Trust.
Cardinal baseball across central Illinois on the Big 870 WTIM.
Your information station, WTIM.
Landmark of Taylorville, proud to bring you this stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and WTIM TV YouTube. You'll always do better with Landmark. And People's Bank and Trust, they put people first. I'm here in studio with the owner of Tidy Turdnadoes, Pooper Scoopers, Brandon Wilson. And we also have the boss in studio, Matthew Wilson, and co-boss, Krista Wilson, here on the WTIM Morning Show. It's great to have everybody in here. So, tell me a little, you mentioned this a little bit, but tell me, just getting back into it, what cities do you service, and how much does your services cost?
Right now, our weekly services, where we'll come every week, we service Taylorville, Pana, Stonington, and Assumption. And like I said, we do plan to expand to like Kincaid and Edinburgh and other surrounding communities like that. For our one-time scoops, we pretty much service all of Christian County. We'll go out pretty much to all of Christian County. Our pricing, it's very reasonable. Our weekly scoops start at only $10 a week for small yards and up to 2 dogs. And our one-time scoops are $65. Those prices do increase based on yard size and number of dogs.
Where should people go to contact you about your services?
They can go to our website at www.tidyturdnadoes.com. They can message us through there or request a quote. You can also search us on Facebook at Tidy Turdnadoes and message us there. Even if you don't need our services, you're going to want to follow us on Facebook because we're always posting funny memes, and we're in the process of shooting some goofy videos right now. So you're not going to want to miss those.
TidyTurdnadoes.com. Just making sure we get it. TIDY Turdnadoes.com. Didn't mean to cut you off there, but do you have any other services?
We offer a yard deodorizer spray. Like if your yard's stinking from all the urine and feces sitting in the hot summer months and that, we offer that spray. We also offer a kitty litter service that we do on Fridays. Every week, the customer would set their dirty litter box on their porch. We take that, dump it, clean it, sanitize, deodorize it, and then we bring it back fresh the next week. When we do take it, we leave a new freshly cleaned box in its place, though, so they have something to fall back on. That service is only $10 a week. That's without litter added to the box, and it's $15 a week with litter added. And we're also thinking about offering a once-a-month litter service for people that don't want to have us come weekly to do it.
Well, I think the boss, Matthew, is pretty excited to talk a little bit about it. You ready to sing? Matthew, go ahead and sing, man.
If your dog goes poo, you don't know what to do. Has cat nice to pick up a poopies.
And that's your theme song for the. He does a great job. You know, if you're ever doing radio commercials, you know who to put, right?
There, yeah.
It'll.
You don't know what to do. This cat to pick up a poop.
Actually, don't do chicken poop. Yeah.
No, there's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
But you know, it's for your dog, generally speaking.
Right.
I know too. You know, this is a family-owned business, and I mean, we also have another member of the family here, your daughter, Krista. Tell me a little bit about what it's like been having your dad be the owner of a poop business.
Embarrassing.
Yeah? How is it embarrassing for you?
Because he has a logo on the back of his car too. And whenever he like drives anywhere, everybody sees it.
Like so pretty much it's pretty well, when everybody sees it, they know who it is.
Yeah.
Yep, and they know it's your dad. And that is embarrassing to you. And I can understand why.
Oh yeah.
Do you help out with the business at all?
Once.
What'd you think?
No.
Not you wouldn't do it for a career?
No.
I don't blame you. I probably wouldn't either. Anything else you want to say about being a part of this enterprise?
No.
No, that's all right. Appreciate you putting a couple of words in for you. You know, you've talked a little bit towards the start of the program, Brandon, about how nobody really wants to pick up poop, and yet here you are. So, I mean, what do you feel about you makes you a good fit to be able to do this?
Well, I mean, I've owned pets my entire life, so I've been scooping dog poop for well over 25 years. And then we've got 2 kids, so we're experts at waste removal, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm sure. And what do you, I mean, obviously this has been able to free you up and spend time with the kids, and I'm sure that's a big draw to being able to do this, but what do you enjoy about the job itself?
Oh, I love being outdoors. I love getting to set my own schedule, and scooping, believe it or not, it feels therapeutic just being out there, listening to music, doing my scoops, and get in, get it done, go on to the next one. It's kind of nice not having to like go into an office or stuff like that. Because I was not really a fan of office work anymore. I did that most of my life. So
right. Feeling of sunshine on your face and just getting the job in front of you done and then moving on to the next one.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I bet that's pretty
really
satisfying.
That vitamin D really helps cheer you up a lot.
Yeah.
Makes your day happy.
Yeah, you look like you've been out scooping a lot of poop lately with all the sunshine.
We just got back from vacation too.
Oh, did you?
We went to the Uranus Fudge Factory in Missouri in the Ozarks. That was kind of fitting for our fudge business. So to speak, right?
Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. We went to see a cave. We went to a bridal cave and got to ride a pirate ship and go hunt for treasure.
Yeah. So I mean, you have had a pretty successful turnaround in, what did you say, about 9 months, 10 months?
Yeah, I was able to quit my job in 9 months. The first 3 months, I didn't expect that kind of a reaction to it, but it was great. It's been a godsend.
When's the year mark, the 1 year mark? When is that?
Well, we made our first Facebook post at the end of June of last year, but we didn't get our first customer until towards the end of July.
Okay, so you're starting to come up on that 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
I mean, did you really think when you started that you'd be looking back at a year and saying, wow, what a crazy year, and we're in full swing with our business?
Yeah, I had no idea it was going to take off like this. I mean, I was hoping, but you never know what's going to happen.
Right. Again, you know, I want to talk with you all day about Tidy Turdnadoes, but we are running out of time. So if you would briefly go over some of your services and where people should go to contact you about those services.
Yeah. If you want a one-time weekly, once a week scoops, twice a week scoops, and you're in the Taylorville, Painter, or Stonington and Assumption area, just give us a call or text us. Our phone number is 217-825-0374. You can go to our website at tidyturdnadoes.com or email us at tidyturdnadoes@gmail.com. And for those of you tuned in this morning, just mention that you heard us. We're going to give you a special of 50% off your first month. So just mention you heard us on the WTIM morning show with Avery Cooper.
All right. Yes. We sent you there. That's right. That is the owner of Turdnadoes, Pooper Scoopers, Brandon Wilson. Thank you so much for coming on, Brandon.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And also owner Matthew and part owner. Yes, Krista, thank you.
WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD